Welcome to the Burn with Mitch Sports Network. This is your host, Mitch Bernstein, with a special edition of the Burn with Mitch. I am here in Wilmington, North Carolina, where, by the way, I don't know what I'm doing indoors because it's a gorgeous day outside. We are here at a Wilmington, North Carolina sports and collectibles show. You might be able to hear the noise behind me. People are here. I'm looking around. I see there are about 60 tables in front of me. People are here selling anything from Funko Pops to let's see, other collectibles, signed baseballs, obviously signed cards, signed photos, um, and a lot of other collectibles that are here in the Wilmington area. People are so happy to be able to be here live in person. Hopefully they can get the air conditioning on, so otherwise you'll be seeing sweats coming off of me. We're in a lodge, the American Legion Lodge, and it's kind of fun to be here. See people in front of me as they are making deals, negotiating, buying, and obviously selling. And speaking of selling, we're going to be having several guests come on with me. See this chair next to me right here. They're going to be sitting with me talking about the hobby. We're going to get Tom Hatchilon, who has put this show together for many, many years. He's happy to be here to be able to do this also. After Tom comes on, we've got a couple of special guests. Brett Blizzard. If you haven't heard of Brett, he is a University of North Carolina Wilmington basketball star. Set a ton of records at the school, and he's here with his kids, his two boys, and they're collecting and they're walking around looking at tables and seeing what they want to buy. And interesting, there's a lot of Brett Blizzard memorabilia here. We're going to get to talk to Brett and his kids to get their thoughts on collecting and what they've done. And I talked to Brett. Brett's got an interesting history. You should Google him. He went to Italy to play basketball, and he spent a lot of time over there and tried to get into the NBA. Didn't quite get there, but it's an interesting story. He said he had his kids over in Italy. His wife was with him, obviously, there, and they had a blast. So that'll be an interesting story. And we'll talk to Brett about collecting. He collects. What are his boys? I saw them over there at a table picking up some hockey cards. So they're basically hockey and basketball. Would you believe? Makes sense, basketball. So Brett will be with us, and then a grading team, a grading company. They're called Transparent Grading Team, and we're going to bring Anthony Callender over. Anthony's going to talk a little bit about how he got started, what his company is all about, what makes it special, because he says he's the only company that actually shows you why their cards are graded the way they are. So I thought that was very, very interesting and unique. And I know I'm going to talk to him because I typically don't spend the money to get my cards graded. And without that, because that's kind of expensive for me to get one card graded by PSA or JSA or whoever. What's the purpose of getting them graded? I know that I have had discussions with a lot of folks about, I got the autograph in person. I can vouch. I was there. Well, if you want to sell it, the people buying it want to know that, for the most part, if it's been, I shouldn't say, let me take that back. They want to know that it was authentic. He doesn't authenticate, but they grade. I don't grade. They don't authenticate. But I want to know about grading and what, in fact, again, if I got a perfect card sitting in a binder, it's actually looking perfect. Does it make sense to go get it graded if you want to sell it? Yes, it does. If you don't want to sell it, you don't have to. But it's an interesting business. I want to find out what they cost. You'll get to hear that from Anthony. And then we have some hobbyists coming on to talk about the status of the hobby globally and here in Wilmington. A couple of folks here from Myrtle Beach, which is only a few minutes away. Oh, actually, it's not a few minutes, but an hour and 20 minutes away. So folks from all over have come here for this live, in-person sports card collectible show. And then we've got, let me see. And then, obviously, well, the reason why I'm here, I'm wearing this is a Negro Leagues hat and a Negro Leagues shirt, museum shirt, is because the main reason why I'm here is that former Negro Leagues player Sam Allen is here. And as you may know, I've talked to Sam several times, met him. He is a great person. He is looking spry. We met when I came in. It was awesome. His grandson, Don, is here. So we're going to get Sam to come over and talk about the important Negro Leagues vote coming up tomorrow, Hall of Fame. We're going to talk about a little bit about his career. We've had Sam on the radio portion, on the listening end, but not video. So you'll get to see Sam here in person, like I said, next to me in this chair. I'm going to turn I'm on a computer now. I'm going to turn them around so you can get an idea of what we're looking at in terms of the show. This is some folks who are here. If you can see back there, number 5, talking to some folks. That's Don Benson. That's Sam Allen's grandson. And then we have, like I said, about 60 tables here of folks. Right next to me right here is the table where they're doing the grading. And that's Chris right there talking to some folks about getting their cards graded. Now, his table has been busy since I got here, and that was about 10:30. The show started at 10 o'clock. So that's pretty interesting. People want to get the cards graded. And I see, and I'm going to also turn it around here and see Brett. There's Brett. Here comes Brett now. He's going to bring his kids over. And we'll have him take a seat right here. And come here, guys. Come on over. We are live on the show. Come over here, guys. This is Brett Blizzard. Brett is a University of North Carolina Wilmington superstar. He's humble as usual, as most good athletes are. And we're going to talk to Brett a little bit and the kids about collecting Brett's career. It's the first I heard of Brett, because Brett, I just moved here in September.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we moved from Philadelphia and have been doing my show from there.
Okay.
And
used to play against Drexel up there.
Drexel, yeah.
The DAC, they're called the DAC. The arena,
yeah. And they're the Drexel Dragons.
Tough place to play.
Is it really? Yeah. How come?
Student section is loud. It was really loud. It wasn't a huge gym, but it was super loud. And Bruiser Flint was the coach.
Oh, so Bruiser, yes.
He's getting everybody fired up.
Oh, he does. He used to do that a lot, right? Yeah. Exactly. And who do we have with you here?
So we got Roman. He's 9.
Hi, Roman. How are you?
And Vincenzo, he's 5.
Enzo, how are you? Good. So you're here, and I've seen you spending some money already. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Why are you spending money? What are you buying? You buying some cards?
What kind of card?
What kind of card you buying? Can you take some out and show us? Yeah, take some out and show us. What do you got?
Yeah.
What do you like? All right, so we've got a nice Randy Moss card right here. All right, very nice. What else you got there? You guys are collecting what sports? NFL and NBA. Okay. And who were your favorite players?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Look at that. Can I ask you if you know a couple of guys? Have you heard of Cam Reddish, who plays for the Hawks? Cam Reddish, I know Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish went to the school and played high school basketball where I used to work. Yes. So Cam is playing for, I think he's injured now. He was playing, and he had an injury last January that put him out for the rest of the season. The Philadelphia 76ers fans, were very upset when the Hawks beat them in the NBA semifinals. And unfortunately, Cam didn't play because he was hurt. But the Hawks have a good young team. Who else do they have on that team that's really good? Do you know? This man knows his basketball. Yes, he's got good roots.
He's a sports fanatic.
He's a sports fanatic. And so, who do you know that plays on the Orlando Magic that's very tall? Do you know? He's the center. He also went to the school that I worked at, Mo Bamba.
Oh.
Yeah, Bamba and Cam Reddish went to West Town School. Now, let me tell you some other names that are in college now that are playing and who's going to be the Duke next year. Derek Lively is the number 2 recruit in the country. He plays at West Town School. Right now, he's playing as a senior. He'll be going to Duke next year.
Doing good, man.
Jalen Warley is a starting point guard at Florida State University. He went to West Town School. And Jalen, is that right?
My high school is on Florida State's campus, so I'm from Tallahassee.
Oh, is that right? So Jalen Warley, awesome kid, great player, freshman this year.
Watch out for him.
Yeah, Jalen Warley's a great kid. And last one, Jalen Gaffney, he's playing for UConn. So all these kids, I got to know and watch them play. It was awesome.
That's cool. That's some talent.
It's a lot of talent. It's a basketball manufacturing company, if you want to call it that. So, Brett, tell us a little bit about your experience at UNCW. You were a great player. I know I've read that. What was it like there, and what happened after basketball? What's been your journey?
So I came to UNCW from Florida. At UNCW, luckily, I chose there because I was going to get to play right away.
Right.
And luckily that most guys on the team, they didn't want to shoot, so they'd get the rebound and pass it back to me. So it was a great opportunity to play, playing time. And then luckily we won 3 championships out of the 4 years I was there.
And this was when?
In 99 to 2003.
99 to 2003. Okay.
So I went to the tournament 3 out of the 4 years.
Yeah, how was that? I read about that. That had to be really, really exciting.
First year we played Cincinnati, got blown out. 2 years later we played against USC Southern California in the first round, and we beat them in overtime. And then we lost to Indiana in the second round by about 7. That was great. Played out in Sacramento. And then my senior year, first round, we're up by 1 with 5 seconds left, and Maryland takes the ball out and goes full court. The guy jumps off one leg and makes a 3 at the buzzer to beat us.
Heartbreaker.
And then I went over to Italy and played for 16 years and came back here in the summertime. And I have a basketball training deal that I had going on back then before I had kids. And had a gym here in Wilmington, do some leagues and camps and stuff like that. And now a local basketball coach, Craig Wheeler, has a real estate company that he's gave me an opportunity to work for him in that field. So
great.
It allows me to spend time with them
Yep.
as well. So, back in Wilmington now, and a fan of the Seahawks here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Do you think you would ever get into any kind of coaching at all?
Originally, I thought about doing that, but now I have 4 kids total. I got 2 girls as well. So the time away from them is really challenging to have a good family life at home as well.
Yes.
So maybe when they get a little bit older. But now, I got to treasure this time with them as much as I can. Because if I was a coach, I'd be recruiting on the road, practices morning and night. It's a really big commitment.
Right.
So I feel like I've been doing that my whole career over in Italy. And so, I think this is the best thing right now.
Awesome. Well, family is obviously the most important thing. You came back. You was it hard? What made you? So you stayed 17 years is a huge career overseas. So tell me a little bit about what that was like to start, and then when you realized it was time to go.
Well, at first it was all about, getting to the next contract, getting stats for the next year, because that's how you get your contract. You got to get your stats, you got to get points,
Mm-hmm.
So it was all about that the first few years. Then I started to settle in, and for 7 years, the last 7 years, I was with the same coach, and we changed teams, but we kind of stayed together. So it was cool. I mean, I had Italian passport, so I speak Italian, but I could also be the middleman between the Americans and the Italians.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was cool. I mean, even up to a year and a half ago, the owner of the team was like, "Hey, Brett, you want to play? You want to coach? What do you want to do?" Because I was 20 years older than some, I was 20 years older than some of the young guys.
Yeah. But obviously, you felt strong enough that you could, in fact, be that leader, be that veteran presence, and help teach these kids. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. And I mean, I still could play.
Yeah.
I knew I was just smarter. I didn't waste any energy. And just being able to make shots is valuable.
Yes, absolutely. So
no
they
matter
really,
what age.
Exactly. That's it. Exactly. I'm not a basketball player, but I get that. I get that. You want to be able to put that ball through the hoop. Well, kids, do you know about how what your dad did when he played? Have you seen him? Some video about your dad when he played? You did went to go everything, and you lived overseas, right? Was that cool? Yeah, cool. So you're here buying, right? You like card show? You like the card show? Okay. I have a collection too of stuff I'm trying to get rid of. I think in the next show I actually might have a table and try and get rid of some things because my wife is kind of, we moved, we have not as much space, and so my wife said, "Are you going to keep all this stuff?" I said, "Listen," I said, "we'll bring it down with me. We'll see what I want to keep and what I want to give out." So I think next show here, I got to organize more of my cards and get them. And maybe you guys will come and see me.
They're starting out now.
Good.
I told them I used to collect some when I was growing up. And I still got to get the box from Florida. I got a bunch of stuff.
Is that right?
I don't even remember all what I have, but I'm trying to get them into it because it's cool.
It is cool. And kind of like baseball. I'm a big baseball fan, and the way baseball has not really catered to this age. Listen, we're in a different age. It's the video age. It's the cell phone. It's doing things immediately. But for me, I'm a huge baseball fan, and I was that way because I grew up with it. So if we can grow up with it and cater to these kids, and here we have some folks wanting to see Brett. Brett's going to sign a couple things for these folks.
My friend here had a magnet from.
You were the one that had the magnet, right? He had this gentleman right here. What's your name?
Neil. Neal.
Neil brought in a magnet that was sitting on a cabinet that was in his garage. Is that right?
Yeah.
How old is that magnet? There it is. Very good. 2002. There it is right there. So he had that. Obviously, Brett made an impression. Who's that guy, number 11? Is that him? Is that your dad right there? Oh, my gosh. Look at him. There he is. But I'll tell you what. Brett's in good shape. He could continue. He could probably put that uniform on. Nobody would know the difference.
Oh yeah.
You have to color his beard here a little bit. A little gray in there right now. But that's okay.
These guys for that.
That is true. Absolutely. Well, guys,
Where do you live now?
I live here in Wilmington. So we just moved back about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
See a big change, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got drafted by the Bulls?
No, I didn't get drafted. I played on Phoenix's summer league team, and then the Charlotte summer team as well, and then went to Italy for 16 years.
Did you play with Grant Hill?
No, it was Steve Nash.
Steve Nash
was on
is
the
that
Phoenix
right?
team. Yeah.
He's now coaching
Brooklyn Nets.
yeah.
Yeah. It
So
was
you
cool.
played with some players.
Oh yeah. That was cool. There's a lot of guys that go overseas that you don't even really know. Guys who are in and out of the NBA.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember the guy Earl Boykins. He was about 5'5".
I've heard the name, yeah.
Played with him. Yeah. He was unbelievable. The way he could do, he was about as tall as his table. But he could do.
Hey, watch it, buddy. Watch it, buddy. Okay, I'm halfway down. I'm a little halfway down.
You're like a bar top. So
Yes.
When I went to basketball school at George Mason University, Red Jenkins was the coach at Woodson High School. He taught the program and the kids, and they break you up by age into different teams. And I was the starting point guard on my team. and there were 3 kids that were sitting on the bench that would come in throughout the game. And the one kid was small, couldn't dribble, couldn't shoot, everything. I went on to become nothing in basketball. I went baseball. And this young kid that saw very little playing time was Tommy Amaker.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
All-American at Duke. You know,
Yeah.
I think he's a coach for Harvard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I
This
think
little
so.
guy
Yeah.
that was nothing.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
Who was the hardest person you played against?
Good
That's a
question.
good, that's a good question.
Who was the hardest person that Brett played against?
Man, the hardest guy to guard was this guy, Keith Langford. He played at Kansas.
Keep like,
He's one of the hardest guys to guard. I mean, you knew he was going left, but you couldn't stop it. And then he'd sneak a right in, you know.
Really? Yeah.
But he was just super hard
Quick.
to defend. I mean, he was strong, and he would drive. He'd like lean into you, so you'd have to foul him or get out of his way. It was kind of hard.
That one year you guys went all the way to what, Final 8?
No, we didn't get that far. We won the first round. We lost in the second round to Indiana, so we beat Southern California,
Yeah, Southern California. I remember.
and then we lost to Indiana. But guys like the Italian guys, Bellinelli, Gallinari, I mean, those guys who played in the NBA, I played against them when they were like, teenagers. But they talking about growing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that they would be playing this long in the NBA.
Very interesting. Let me ask you a question. Daryl, the name Daryl Lewis ring any bells for you? He played in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and he I don't know that he was drafted either.
Thank you,
Thank you,
man.
Guys, thanks for stopping by. He never made it to the NBA either, but he played over. I forget. I think maybe he played in Greece or maybe
Man,
Israel.
so
There's
many
guys.
guys
Yeah.
come over there, but I mean, you wouldn't know what country they're in. I mean, now
Right.
social media helps it.
Yes.
But imagine 20 years ago, you didn't have Facebook where you can just look guys up.
Right. Yeah. Makes a difference. It really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It really does. Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Thank you.
Dad, Brett, thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming
thank
in.
you.
It was
Yes,
very
sir.
nice to
Thank
meet you.
You guys say thank
Guys,
you.
thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. If you want to listen to my next shows, I do it on a regular basis. It's mostly baseball, right? And I don't know how much baseball you're into, but let me tell you who my next. Now, I'm trying to get. They're making me sign into Google. Continue as me. Thank you very much. I'm trying to find my schedule. Next week, hopefully either next week or the week after, Jason Stark from Major League Baseball,
Yeah.
reporter, Hall of Fame broadcast reporter. He's going to come on. I have a lot of authors come on that talk about their books.
Wow.
So I'm really looking
Can I
forward to
follow
that.
this right here? The Burn with Mitch?
On Twitter, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
How can I see this video?
It'll be on my Twitter page
Okay.
as soon as the show is over. It goes back on the Twitter,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to
I'll
see
show
you
my
guys.
wife.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, awesome. Well, I
Guys,
appreciate it.
thank you
sir.
very much again, Brett.
This was a
Congrats
blast.
on the great career. Guys, it was great to meet you. How's school going? Is school going okay? Good.
Yes, sir.
Doing good? Yeah? And what's your favorite subject? Math. Okay. What's your favorite? So, what grade are you? Oh, what, you do homeschool? Okay.
Well, he's going to kindergarten next year.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. You look taller. You're
Yeah.
taller because you know your dad's tall. That's why. I thought you were like 12.
He's a big boy.
All right. It's good to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. Have a great weekend, okay? All right. Thanks for stopping by. It was great. All right. Thank you to Brett. That was awesome for him to come by with his kids. That was so fun. Here are some more kids. Let me show you. They're talking to somebody here about their Funko Pops, right? Funko Pops. Very, very popular, huh?
Yes, they are.
Okay. What's your name over there? Bradley, can you come over here and talk to me about Funko Pops for a minute? You're not a big nerd about them, but you like them. Okay, my name is Mitch. We're doing a live show, okay, on my sports network, okay? And I don't know much about Funko Pops. Tell people about Funko Pops. What are they like? Do you like them? And why do you like them? They're cool. Can we look at one? Can we get one? What do you like? Which ones do you like?
Scars Flames.
Say it again. Scars Flames. Does he have that over there?
Yeah.
Can I show that? Can I show that one that he likes just for a second? Okay. Oh, Scar. Oh, dude. Wait a minute. You're talking to a Lion King fan right here, buddy. I love Scar's pretty interesting, isn't it? Check this out. I never knew that. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I'm a Lion King fan, and that's Scar with flames. That's what's your name? Bradley was talking about. I had never seen that. I am a huge Lion King fan. Wow. That is pretty cool. How many times have you seen the movie Lion King? More than three. I think I've seen it like 25. I used to see it when my daughters were born. That was the first movie we went to see. And a funny story about it. Can I tell you a funny story? So at the beginning of the movie, when it's showing, and then do you remember when the screen goes blank, and they have the music, and then they go, and the screen goes blank, and it's black, right? My daughter sat next to me and said, in the whole theater, people could hear it, "Is it over?" Everybody laughed. That was the cutest thing she'd ever said at that point. She said a lot more cuter things since then, but we've been a lot. I could go back and watch it all the time. What's your so is Scar your favorite character? Yeah. He's kind of mean though, isn't he? Yeah, kind of mean. All right. Do you collect anything else? Do you collect sports cards? Not really. You just like the Funko Pops? Okay.
This is his first card show.
First card show. All right, good. And you have a brother over here?
No, that's my friend.
That's your friend. Your friend. That's your friend right there.
Yeah.
Does he like card show? Does he like cards?
I've taken him to a couple.
Does he have any cards in that bag right there?
Yeah.
You got some cards, don't you, John?
Come here, John. Is that your name? Come here, John.
We got football cards.
Okay, so we have John here. John, how are you? My name is Mitch. Me a fist pump. How are you? So let's see what you have. What did you buy some things? Ooh, Javonte Williams rookie card. Okay, very cool. Sean. Ooh, a rookie card. Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp is way before your time. You like him, huh? Who else do you like? Wow. Hello. Yeah, oh my gosh. All right. So, unfortunately, we all know about Kobe, but great card, unbelievable player, and LeBron. Absolutely. I used to watch years ago. I was living in New Jersey, and my favorite team, we watched the Knicks when they won the championship in 1969-70. Oh, man, was that fun. Great players on that team. What else you got in there? So you guys collect football or basketball only?
I like basketball and
Oh, more. Kevin Durant. You don't mess around with you like the big guys, right? Kevin Durant.
Out of that bag, giving them at the door.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Dwayne Wade, John Wall, Dwight Howard, and Cameron Johnson, rated rookie, Phoenix Suns. Who's your favorite basketball team? Charlotte Hornets. Okay, all right, very good. And do you have a favorite team? No. Okay, more into the Funko. What's your favorite sport?
soccer.
Oh, soccer. Okay, cool. Do you all collect soccer cards? Not seen any. Okay, there are some around. You could look. There are some around. All right. So I've seen them on Twitter and on Facebook and on different card sites. People sell soccer cards too. So you are on 12-ounce Sports Network right now. You'll be able to see this if you go to my page on Twitter or on Facebook, The Burn with Mitch.
That's all right. Dad can look at
Dad can look, right? And this will be showing when I'm done here at 1 o'clock. Okay? And you'll be able to see yourself. Okay? Just like you are right now. All right? All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Give me a pump. Thank you very much. Dad, thanks for coming by. Appreciate talking to the kids.
Time for our next drawing.
Oh, we're having a drawing here.
We got a few items laid out on the table for the next giveaway. Let's get those tickets out.
They're doing a drawing. I was able to give them a few cards. Tom Glavine relic cards I gave them. Luis Severino autograph card, a Giancarlo Stanton bat relic card, and one other one I forget. So they're giving those out now, and I'm going to see if I can get Anthony to come over. As soon as the drawing is over, we're going to have Anthony come in. He's going to come in right now. You got time? Okay. As soon as the microphone stops, we will. This is Anthony, folks. Anthony Cellender from Transparent Grading Team. You can see that TGT. Yes, sir. It's not Target. He's not a Target. He's Transparent Grading Team. So, Anthony, how long have you been doing this? Are you here in Wilmington?
Well, we're here in Wilmington for the show.
Right.
We're actually located out of Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right. You're out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So we're just, I'm in town for the day.
Okay.
My buddy Paul's from North Carolina.
Okay.
So we come to a lot of shows out here.
Good, good. So let's hold on for a second while the microphone is finished, and then we'll talk more about Transparent Grading Team and what you guys are doing. So yeah, we're still waiting here for Tom to stop. Yeah, I think he's done now. So when
We just launched in August at the Dallas Card Show, so we're reasonably new.
well, you're new. All right.
Yeah, we're brand new.
What made you get into it? Why'd you do it?
We just saw a real need for transparency in the space. Like, for example, what I did for a long time before COVID was I did storage units and stuff like that. Like, you ever see the show Storage Wars?
Oh yes.
So
Storage
once
Wars.
COVID hit,
Yes.
that like all dried up.
Okay.
Couldn't do it because
Gotcha,
we were
yes.
stored inside. So
Right.
I switched a lot of my business to grading cards and selling them at shows like this.
Okay.
And so I would get cards back, and I'd be like, "There's no way that's great." Crack it, send it back in, come back at 9, and it's like, how is that possible? It's the same card. If you're cracking, if anything, it should be in worse condition.
Right.
So,
Right.
and then you'd hear so many stories of other people doing the same thing.
Right.
Just unreliable grades and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we had the idea to basically behind our company is that we actually show you why your grade is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Come on up a little bit more. I don't know. Hopefully the microphone is getting you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So say that again, because that's an important piece of what I think others don't do.
Yeah, so the important thing with our company is that we want to show you why your card is graded what it is. So if you get like an 8.5, every single defect that we find on your card, we're going to put a little box around it, and we're going to actually give you grader's notes describing why that card was deducted or what was wrong with it. And we do that for two purposes. The one is transparency, so you know exactly your card is graded what it is, but also we want to image map your card, so that way, for example, if somebody were to take one of your cards that you sell on eBay or Mercari or wherever, and they were to try to crack it, take the card out and try to return it with a different card, we would have your card mapped, so that way we would know, hey, this is not the card that you sent in. And that's something we've seen a lot of people do with graded cards.
Really?
Where
Okay.
they'll actually get the slab open, take the card out, and then say they'll put in like a card that would be lesser graded in like a 10 case, and then try to resell it. So that's one of the main things we wanted to do to protect people, especially if it's like a more expensive card.
Yeah, yeah.
To make sure you're not going to get scammed on the back end.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. So I don't get cards graded. There's a point at which, and I talked about before, is the difference between obviously authentication with an autograph and grading. But even grading with JSA and PSA, I mean, I can't afford it. Can you tell me what your price ranges are with your grading?
Sure. Yeah. So with us, cards start at $20 a piece for grading.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes with a really nice label. It can be as base as like PSA, or it can be as flashy as HGA.
Mm-hmm.
So we customize it to whatever your taste would be. Here's a couple examples.
Okay, great.
Some labels. Bichette with mellow ball.
Okay.
One would just be a base chrome, and the other is what would be called a beam label, which is just like a color matching label.
Oh, that's what you do?
Yep. So.
Well, that's pretty cool. You can see that, folks. You can see the color matching on the label up top. LaMelo Ball at 9.5, and look at the card.
And then on the back of every card is a QR code that would take you to our website, and that's where you would go get all the grader's notes, the actual high-resolution scans. There'd be invert scans, centering tools applied, all of that information. that you'd be able to go right to our website with.
Wow, that's pretty good. That and again, technology has allowed you to do all that. So how do you grade? Do you take and I'm going to be silly here, but do you take a magnifying glass and go over the edges, and how does that work?
We
what's the
actually
grading process?
use AI grading for ours. So it actually starts with us getting really high resolution scans.
Okay.
So we went out and got like the industry's like best scanner that
You
there
did,
was.
okay.
And so we'll scan it in, and then we use AI software to measure the exact centering and actually find stuff that we can't with the naked eye. Like surface dimples, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, oh yeah. Because I look at some of my cards when I take them out of my box, and I go, it looks good. That's the thing. That's what grading will tell you. But that, what may be a 9 or an 8, might turn out to be a 7 because of your ability to scan that card and, like you said, the surface dimple, which I've never, again, not having had cards graded, heard that term before.
Yeah.
So very interesting. Very interesting. How business? Listen, it's slowed down now, but you had guys basically from I got here 10:30 to what is it now 12 o'clock at your card at your table. Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does.
It does, absolutely.
And the best part is actually getting to meet our customers
Yes.
like face to face. That's the best in my opinion, rather than like a lot of people in our space will do like the Instagram advertising or something like that.
Yeah.
But I feel it's so much more valuable to actually get to meet
Yeah.
your customer base face to face.
Sure.
And,
Sure.
like actually show them who you are as opposed to, hey, here's a cool flashy picture. You know what I mean? Type thing.
Right. Absolutely. No, that's pretty cool. I love the fact that you guys are new and you are doing something that the collectible individuals really want, and it's $20.
Yep. Starts at 20. Actually, for until Monday, anybody that is at this show or anybody watching this now,
Okay.
$5 promo code is TGTNC. So if you go to our website,
Wow.
put that in,
Okay.
take $5 off.
TGTNC is a $5 off.
Yep, $5
Use
off
the
promo
code.
code.
And the website is
TransparentGradingTeam.com.
TGT, transparentgradingteam.com. Very simple. I'm going to have to look you guys up. So who's your favorite team?
Steelers and Cavaliers. I'm from Pittsburgh, so Steelers are like my number one love,
All right.
and I'm also a transplant Cavaliers fan.
Are you?
They're the
Okay.
closest basketball
Yes,
team.
they are. They are. All right, so Steelers, what's going on?
That's all.
His partner's laughing.
So he comes into Pittsburgh to see the Raiders because he's a Raider guy.
Oh, he's a Raider fan.
And
Okay.
I'm talking mess like to the cows come home because the Raiders suck and my Steelers are like the greatest team.
Yes. And this is who?
This is Paul.
Paul. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
These guys are obviously together. So that's always fun, right?
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking about? Interesting topic. I just thought about this last night. The job that Bill Belichick is doing with that New England team. Everybody thought Brady's gone. Boom. Have they won like 6 in a row? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
5 in a row. So what's going on with that team?
I mean, they're very well coached. They're an amazingly well coached team, and I mean, might have caught lightning in a bottle with Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, right? I mean, at that point, who thought? But to me, as much as a lot of us don't like Bill Belichick, it shows you again why he's become the greatest coach. With this young team, he could take them to the playoffs with this team.
Yeah.
I mean, so the idea of a coach really knowing his personnel, really knowing like Brady knowing. Brady can see all the good quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers. They can see the field. They see what's ahead of them. All the veterans, they know what's coming. Belichick knows his people.
Yeah.
He knows his people. He knows how to use them well, and he must be able to nurture them also. I mean, I'm watching, and here's a good point. You guys watch Ted Lasso at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Ted Lasso is a great show on Apple Plus TV. He is a former football coach who goes to England to coach a soccer team. The woman owner hires him as revenge for her husband who owned the team, was divorced or whatever. But he has a very unique way, and he gets ripped in that first press conference by the England media. How are you gonna? You don't have no idea about what soccer's about, right? he ends up, we're in the third season now, the way he deals with his players, the way he deals with each individual who's having an issue, he hits the right button all the time. And I think that's what Belichick is doing. You know, he knows his players, and that's a very specific and unique talent, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Just amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
one of a kind.
Yeah, and my Eagles are playing, not my Eagles. I will say my Eagles because I root for them, but I'm not a passionate, oh my God, if they don't win, I'm going to be dead
Yeah,
team. I am a baseball fanatic, Phillies fan,
yeah.
but the Eagles losing to the Giants. Paul, did you have a comment about that? I think Paul just made fun of me. I think he made fun of me for being a Phillies fan. Okay. I was just kidding. He's a Dodger guy. Well, you're a smart man, but you just lost somebody. I know. But the Eagles losing to the Giants is ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And if they don't beat the Jets this week, everybody thought that Sirianni was turning around that team, and Jalen Hurts was doing well. And then Sirianni went to he stopped running the ball. They lost Jordan Howard, but they can still run. We shall see. They should beat the Jets. All right, folks. TransparentRatingTeam.com. Go on now, and this will post later after the show as a replay. Go on that website and use TGTNC. You'll get $5 off your grading as a special for watching and me here from the show. All right, guys. We're going to get more people back to the table. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We'll be next to each other. All right. Great information. What a great. You saw my head. What a great company, and they're just starting. So support them if you can. All right, I'm waiting for. We're still in the process of waiting for Tom, and then Sam Allen's going to come by in a few minutes. Here I see Tom coming down the road here. Tom is the organizer of this card show. Tom Hatchell, you want to come by and take a peek? Say hello. We're going to get Tom to come by in just a minute, and then we're going to follow that up, hopefully, with Sam Allen, and get Sam to come and talk about the Negro Leagues and the vote coming up and his career in the Negro Leagues. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mr. Tom Hatchell. Hey, Tom, how are you? How's things going?
Busy, which is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
So, Tom, how long has this show been going on here?
This is our second show here. We did
Okay.
our first a few months ago. It went well, and everybody invited us back. So
Great.
We're back again.
It's it's quaint. It's not small. There's room. And the key for me going to card shows is having room for people to move around. And the number of tables you got here is perfect because it allows room to move. So that's great. You got some door prizes, which is great. I was happy to be able to do that for you because I know. Listen, I would do that all the time at anything that I would run at. I would run because it's just fun to have people. An incentive to come by and hey, I won. Great. Makes a good feeling when you, and even people who don't win know that they have a chance. So great.
Well said.
Yeah. So Tom, tell us about what you do.
Yeah, sure. So I organize the shows. Some say a promoter, but I organize the show in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and
Okay.
Wilmington. We alternate every 3 to 4 months between locations.
Okay.
We just had our annual event in Jacksonville in September. So we're back here for our holiday season shopping show,
Yeah.
first weekend in December.
Yep.
We've got beautiful weather, though. I don't know if I'm
I
competing
said
with
to
the
that,
weather.
Tom, when I drove up, I came from Element Barclay, my apartment complex, and the Point. There was a huge car show. I mean, it was packed. You know why? Temperature right now is probably 74 degrees outside. I'm heading to Wrightsville Beach after this to go to the beach. What day is it? December
Is it
the what?
December?
December the 4th.
Oh, my goodness.
God bless us. I moved from the Philly area. I'm so grateful to catch on with Tom, and I'm happy, loving what I'm seeing here. This is just so awesome. So when do you think the next show here in Wilmington will be?
Okay, if it's okay, let me pause and let me
Go
back
ahead.
up for a second.
Go,
man.
go.
So
Yeah,
what
do
we
your
have
thing.
here is a variety of collectibles. It's
Yes.
not just
Right. I'm going to
cards.
show some people.
So,
Right.
yeah, absolutely. We have transparent grading teams and grading cards.
Yes.
We've got the card shop from Myrtle Beach, right? We've got a couple autographed guests, as you know,
Yep.
Mr. Sam Allen. But we have comics, we have toys, there's Funkos, there's Pokemon, there's vintage baseball, vintage football, modern era. So at 6,000, just shy of 6,000 square feet, you're exactly right. There's enough room so you're not tight, bumping into everybody. And I just think what I like is the diversity and the variety that everybody brings to a show to this scale.
Yes. And you took the words right out of my mouth. Variety. Yes, and I've been walking. I haven't seen everybody yet, everybody's table, but I've seen collectors that are, maybe just focusing on hockey and basketball or football or baseball. You do have, boxes. You have singles. You have dollar card boxes. You have Funkos, like you said, autographs. I mean, you have everything here that all the other shows have also, which is great. Bigger shows. But I like the fact that you can be kind of intimate with your buyer, and they'll take the time for you. I mean, they do at other shows too, but again, here, first one in a long time in person, it's just good to see people interacting with their customers, which is awesome, and making new customers.
I like to personally I try and get to know every one of them, get a grip and grin, understand, learn what they're collecting, talk about the hobby, where we're going, where we came from, collecting. I've got, I don't know, 40 years since I started as a kid as well, and in and out of the hobby through the years. And pre-COVID, I started getting back into it. Then COVID hit, and I had no idea the market was
What's going to happen, right?
I didn't see that coming,
No.
right? And so then as I think 2019, 2020, I think people were just tired of being cooped up. I said, hey, let's go to the mall and set up a show.
Oh, you did?
I had no idea, and this is during COVID. We had masks, we followed CDC, we had hand sanitizer, social distancing, tables were spread out. We followed the rules, right? I had a really good turnout.
Did you? That's
and
awesome.
I was like, oh my God, everyone asked me, hey, Tom, when are we going to do this again? I didn't set out to do shows. This is a hobby for me.
Yes,
I'm not making any money, man. I'm doing it for fun.
Yes.
So after the first mall show, everyone was like, when can we do it again? Then a lot of people from the Wilmington area said, can you do one in Wilmington? Well, so I did. This is my 6th show this year alone.
Really?
Yes, sir. 6th show this year, and this is what you see. This is a great, steady stream of folks making their rounds.
I just saw some folks walk in the door,
Oh, yeah.
and you've got the other thing is your kids, you've got adults, and that's the best thing. So here's some kids, the same kids. I had these kids on a few minutes ago talking Funko. Some comics right there in that gentleman's hands. Just a whole bunch. And you know what I got to do, Tom? I've got to go get, and I ordered, because I've got, I don't know how many thousand cards that I'm going to have a table at your next show. I don't have enough top loaders. I just bought a bunch. I bought some pages and I'm going to need a heck of a lot more because I want to come here and do it next time. So any idea? It's December. When do you think you might do another one
So
here?
my 2022 schedule is tentative right now.
Right.
So we're going back to the mall in Jacksonville. Now the mall is a smaller venue space as far as how many tables. We only get 40 tables.
Okay.
But, they have been so gracious, man. I love working with them. I've got a great rapport with them. So
Great.
we're going to go back to the mall in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And I'm currently looking for a venue very similar to this in Jacksonville so I can continue to alternate.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to make it back to the Wilmington show until May. Unless this goes great today and everybody's knocking on the door and say, hey, let's do it before May.
Yeah.
Then I'll work something out. The folks here at the Legion, we can set up a show anytime we need to, providing dates are available.
Yes.
So to answer your question is, we're going to go back to Jacksonville first weekend of March.
Okay.
Then back here sometime in May.
Good.
The first or second weekend. And then that's what I mean tentatively. We'll see if it changes.
Sure. Absolutely. No, that's great. I will help you, obviously, on Facebook through the show, promote that
Here's
also.
my son walking by.
Oh, there he is right there. Okay. Anything I can do to help promote that, even in Jacksonville. And I want to get the word out about what I'm doing too. So this will help me, help each other. in terms of getting the word out about collecting. So give me your quick thoughts. What's going on with the hobby? You know, Fanatics is the big news was Fanatics taking over from Tops in the years.
Sure.
Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm anxious. You know, I guess you could say optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. I don't really know what's going to happen. You know, there's a lot of products I like. The Panini, but a lot of that was unlicensed. But the flagship Tops. I mean, come on, please keep Tops around. I think they're keeping it under wraps. I've heard no rumors, seen anything on the internet yet that I've seen of where we're going, other than Fanatics has the license for it all.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what the future holds.
I'm hoping that, you know, even just a few years ago, a Top single pack was $2.99 at Target. You know, I haven't bought off Target for a while because there's nothing in the stores lately. But I think anything more than that, they got to bring it down. I hope that Fanatics does that. They do their single packs. I think they got to get more kids into this. It's great that there are kids here, but you know, we want more. And I just talked to Chris. What is it? Anthony over here at Target. We got to get more kids in the hobby. I'm a baseball guy. I want to get more kids in baseball.
I'm a baseball guy as well.
I see that.
And
Yeah.
you know, I'm a Pete Rose fan.
Yes.
Right. But we do have more kids, and I've noticed that's a trend I've noticed in the last
good.
few shows.
Okay.
And this is something I'll share with you. Is I'm starting to see more kids. You got to remember, there was an era when the internet came around, brick and mortar started closing.
Yes.
Now we have computers, now we got laptops, and now our kids are competing with digital mobile devices.
Phones.
So we're going to have less kids. I'm seeing a trend. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the parents now in that 30, 40 age. They're
Yes.
looking back. COVID had a real impact on that.
Yes.
They're sharing with their kids. How many kids do you think came to the door so far? 40.
40.
40
Good.
kids have today.
Good.
Now, maybe a variety of Pokemon, Funko, and
Yeah,
cards,
but
man,
Pokemon-
it's great to
listen.
see them trending up with a number of kids coming out.
Well, and you mentioned Pokemon. I think we threw out a bunch that we shouldn't have years ago. Who knew? But it's one of those things, right? And here are some kids right in front of us. These two before, they're still at the Funko Pop table. He showed me. He was telling me about Scar in Lion King. I was wondering, and he showed me the Funko Pop. I said, "Oh my gosh, that's really cool."
That's really cool. Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really amazing. It's a very diversity in the hobby, providing opportunities.
I'm getting paid while I'm
He's
sitting
getting-
here. This
are you
is
getting
wonderful.
paid?
I don't know if I have change. Well, how much do I owe you?
So, 7.
Doing some business here, folks.
Yep, we're going to take a break here for
Take a
second.
break.
I just
Yep,
have,
no problem.
There's 7 right there.
That's exactly what I do. And I'll tell
Tell
I'll give you the
Brian,
money.
thank you for everything.
I will. Thank you.
So that's
It's
quick
a great
cameo.
trend. A trend of having kids involved is awesome to hear. So yeah, that's great. That's great. And again, the more we can do with that, the more the hobby continues to grow. And it's amazing on Twitter. I think I tweeted out about I have just a page. I think it's 5 columns on the page. There's got to be like 30 Twitter handles. Just to 150 guys last yesterday. That show from here. The hobby is amazing.
Yes, sir.
With everybody doing giveaways and just offering, and there's another podcast.
So
It's phenomenal.
I would tell you, these two gentlemen over there look like twins, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
follow my page, my Card Crazy Sports.
Yeah.
I see, and these guys go to a lot of shows and they post a lot.
Is that right?
And I recognize them. I'm going to make sure I chat with them before they leave out of here. But it's great to put a face with a name from a social media platform to a
Yes.
live event.
Nothing like
There's nothing greater than, to me, a grip and grin face to a name, and I'm like, okay, because we do have friends and extended friends on social media.
Yeah.
They come out to these venues like this. That's what makes it wonderful.
Oh yes. I mean, I've been doing this show for 2.5 years. I've met only just a few people who I've had as guests, and I cannot wait to be able to say hi. Even when now that I have this restream, I can actually see them, which is awesome. But it would be nothing like meeting them in person.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm gonna let you get back.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna wonder to see if there's a way you can bring Sam over.
I will absolutely get Sam over.
Okay, we're gonna bring Sam over. Talk about Negro Leagues. Tom, thank you so much for coming on. I
Mitch,
appreciate
it's a
it.
pleasure. Absolutely.
We'll
Thank
talk
you, sir.
soon. All right.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. All right. So yeah, lots of kids here. 40. And listen, that might not seem like a big number, but and he's seeing more, and that's the trend is going up with these kids coming. There's one walking by me. There's 3 right in front of me here. That's 4, just 4 right in front of me. And then you have a gentleman over there who looks like he may be in his 70s, and another one in his 70s, and a couple of the guys over there. Pardon me, I'm looking at them. They're in their 70s. So it's just we're in their mid 50s, or all generations. All generations being here to talk about cards, collectibles, keeping the hobby alive in person. Now that we know we have this Omicron variant coming, but hopefully we can continue. Okay. Well, thank you. We'll have Sam is having lunch right now, so as soon as Sam is done with his lunch, we will get him on. So yeah, we're having a great time here at the Sports and Collectible Show in Wilmington, North Carolina. If you are watching, whoops, I'm going to get my phone here. If you want to me that you are watching, that would be great. I will also when the show ends, this will be on my Twitter page at 12ouncesportsnetwork.com, and we will retweet this out to people and try and get some traction on seeing this show, and so you can see the folks who I've had on, and send this to others who might want to see what it's like here at a card show. Again, it's not huge. I think the Philly show is going on this weekend up in Philadelphia, much bigger venue, a ton more guests, obviously. But the fact that he's got a local guy that played UNCW basketball, I think he's in their Hall of Fame, and he played basketball overseas for 17 years. That's awesome. And then Sam Allen is going to be coming by, former Negro Leagues player, talk about his career and the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame vote that's coming up. I think they're voting today, and the early baseball committee is coming up, and voting day, and the another vote is coming up on another era of baseball for the Hall of Fame. They'll be announced tomorrow on the MLB Network. So it's really pretty cool. Hopefully that and the regular guys, Hall of Fame voting is also taking place, and those obviously are also announced, but they're not announced traditionally until January. And then the Hall of Fame induction ceremony is in July in Cooperstown. So, and I'm looking. See, Brett's still here with his kids. He bought a Funko Pop for the kids. Still have some folks walking in the door, having some, getting to meet some people. I look forward to walking around and doing the same thing as soon as we're done with the show here, and around 1:00. In the interim, we're going to bring, like I said, Sam Allen over. Sam played with the infamous Kansas City Monarchs, and he played for several years in the Negro Leagues, and really just look forward to having him come on again. Sam helped us out at our when I was working at Westtown School in Pennsylvania. He was at our Black History Month assembly, and he talked about the importance of the Negro Leagues and how what was his experiences, what it meant to him to play, and what it means to him now looking back. They made history. They didn't know it that they were making history when they were playing ball. They were just wanting to play baseball. And in the past several years, Bob Kendrick, Negro Leagues Baseball Museum president, has really done an amazing job of getting Negro Leagues players and the museum out in Kansas City more out in the open, more viewable for the public, to tell people how great these ball players were. If you haven't been to the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum in Kansas City, if you're ever out there, it's a must go to. Then you can go have some great Kansas City barbecue, which is what I did a couple years ago. I just walked to a local establishment and had some of the best barbecue I've ever had. But if you're in Kansas City, you got to do that. So we're looking great. Looking great. A lot of people still walking around. Well, again, they have a lot of card displays, a lot of card boxes with singles that are $1, which is great. A lot of autographed memorabilia, which is great. Baseballs, pictures, obviously cards, comic books. I see an Elvis figure over there in a plastic packaging, so not just sports, entertainment memorabilia. And comics and Funko Pops. So really a bunch of really cool stuff. It is now 12:32, and this goes on until 4 o'clock. And you hear a young lady. She's very excited about being here. Did you hear that? Very happy to be able to be here with her folks who are at a table right across from me, about 20 feet away. So I'm going to go visit them in a little while too. So we're sitting here and we're watching people. I'll give you a little tour so you can see what's going on. That's the floor of the show. Floor of the show. It's busy. People at tables looking. Kids still here trying to get their thoughts and money together to see what they're going to buy here at the Sports Cards and Collectibles Show. That's the name of this. We'll talk to Tom about maybe naming it the Wilmington or the Hatchel or Hatchel Promotions. He does it as a hobby. I don't know if he want to do that or not, but a title is good. A title is good. You can get a title. Sports Cards and Collectible Show, Wilmington, North Carolina. Here at the lodge, viewing all the activity as people continue to walk around and enjoy. Hey, you guys want to come over and talk about Funko Pops for a minute? Come on over. So these are the folks sitting right next to me, probably getting tired of listening to me talk. I've been in their ear probably the whole afternoon. Who do we have here? Dustin and Abby, how are you? Thanks for coming over. So you guys, I'm looking right over here, right in front of me, whole table of Funko Pops. Mm-hmm. They have become popular over the past, I've seen, at least year and a half. Have you guys been doing that longer than a year and a half?
Yes, they actually started in about 2013, if I remember right.
Okay, so and 8 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
They've been, as of recently, with all these video games,
yeah,
they're gradually getting more popular. And now, like, some pops are as low as like a couple dollars, to being like the most expensive, being worth $14,000.
Oh my gosh, that's again a unique collectible, because I've seen them on Twitter and on Facebook and guys selling the Funko Pops with the baseball or other sports characters. You had this young man came over with that scar. I know what he was talking about, the scar one. And I was like, what is it? I couldn't tell what he was saying. And did you see my reaction when I saw it? I was like, The Lion King? Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time. That's a really cool product. And that was selling for $70. We're selling that for $70, right?
Yes, and that's usually about like $85.
Is it really? Okay. So how have you seen this grow since you've been in it for 8 years?
Well, I haven't been doing it for 8 years. I was
Okay.
collecting for about 8.
Okay.
I've been selling them for about 3-4 years now.
Okay. So what's happened since then?
Pops gradually have become like they're starting to do the more limited runs now.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. Increasing demand a little bit. Prices going up.
Yes.
Okay.
As well as like they now do a Hikaris. It's a Japanese pop, and they're about this tall.
Okay.
And they're luminescent kind of like.
Oh, okay. So they're really diversifying.
Yes, and they're like. Some of them are limited to like 750. Some of them are like 50, like 1 out of 50, 1 out of 750.
Wow.
There's a lot of them that are Comic-Con exclusives.
Oh, okay.
They're only available there. There's different stickers on them.
Really?
Variants for like Hot Topic exclusive, Walmart exclusive.
Okay.
Target exclusive.
Gotcha. Yes.
Those all mean
big dollars.
Yeah, well, those can. It's which ones you don't have and which ones you still want.
Right. Are the kids doing it and taking them and buying them, or parents buying them for the kids now, as I would like with starting lineups when they were? Or is it?
It's more of them just buying them and ripping them open. Some of them, but if it's like a collector, most of the time it's more adults buying them from us than it is kids.
Okay. All right.
And it is.
People are doing that.
Rooms dedicated to Funkos.
It is interesting. It really is.
There's a Funko for everything.
There is, isn't it? Finding it out. I mean, I was just finding. I mean, look. So you have Spider-Man in front of me, and Miles Morales. Is that what that
Yes.
from Marvel? Okay, I'm not a big Marvel guy. I see a Star Wars there. A Baymax. What's Baymax? Which?
That's from Big Hero 6.
Okay.
The little like squishy thing that he'll does medical treatment for you.
Is that right? Can we see that
Have you
one?
seen, Abby Bay?
The He-Man. I'm sorry, not He-Man. Skeletor.
But that's
but
we're
Master
still-
of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe.
Yes, he has that one.
Skeletor
One
on
the Panther
throne.
as well.
And these are basically just figures, right?
Yes.
Nothing happens. They don't move. They're
Well, their heads do. Like some of them have heads.
some wobbly. Okay.
The ones that don't bobble
Yeah.
are kind of ones that are worth a little bit more.
And this is Baymax with Mochi.
Yes.
Never saw this before. Pretty interesting. Wow. Who would have thought? So are you guys doing this as a hobby?
Yes. Most of this goes either back into it, but I used to own a store, and then after I had a business falling out, it kind of became more of me doing it more as a hobby.
Right.
And like I'll buy collections I'll pay 50% value usually.
Okay.
And then I'll pull out the ones I want for my personal collection,
Yeah,
and then sell the extra, or trade it for ones I want. And it's been fun. I currently collect the black lights, the ones that are kind of like glow in the dark.
Oh, really? Okay. Those are cool. Yeah, it's like me collecting bobbleheads. You know, I go to Phillies games and specifically get the tickets for the bobbles. You know, it's like anything else, right? Any collectible, it's what you like. It's what you like. Which is pretty cool that this has become a huge thing. Let me take a look at this bobble, your table here, and look at all those that they're collecting. Can you guys see that on the screen there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You don't want to see it all the way down.
Look at where they go. Pretty cool, guys. Well, good luck with everything. Thank you for stopping by. It's very cool. Funko Pops. Go get them for your kids or yourself. They're because you can collect them just like I collect bobbleheads, or baseball cards, or whatever else you like to collect. All right, I'm gonna message Don and see if I can get Don to bring Sam over, because I need to speak with Sam. All right, so hopefully we'll get Sam to come over and talk about his Negro League experience and his thoughts about playing and what he's done, what he's been doing the last several months with COVID, and maybe even since he came on to our assembly at Westtown School for Black History Month when we talked about the Negro Leagues. So big interview coming up with Sam Allen, former Negro Leagues player. As I mentioned before, I will be on with a regular show on Tuesday. I'm gonna see if I can find on my phone, my new phone. I just got a 13. How about that? It's very fast. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on my sheet because it didn't transfer to my phone here. Let's see if I can do anything. No, I can't. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see what I can do here. As I scroll through my phone and see if I can get that on here. It's not allowing me to get on and find my Google Sheet. Let's see if I can get on my sheet and see if I can do this. Hold on one second. Darn passwords. Let's see if I can get on here. I'm going to try. Oh, wrong password. Then I'm going to try it again. Let's see if I can get on here. Bear with me, folks. Oh, I got on. Oh, man. Okay, so December 7th, that's Tuesday. Mike Rickey will be coming on, the coach of the Garnet Valley Jaguars. As usual, semifinal game today at Ridley High School, Pennsylvania District 1 6A semifinal state game. He'll be on talking about the game at 6:40. Scott Reese wrote a book about, and it's called "Where Were They When?" It's about broadcasters and where they were before they were broadcasters. So it's going to be a very interesting talk about some very famous ones that you know of. I think Kenny Mayne is one of them that will be. He's going to talk about what they were doing before they became a broadcaster. And then Scott Reese is his name. And then on the 14th, the last show of the year, I'm going to have Gabrielle Starr on. Gabrielle is a woman who is very passionate about the Boston Red Sox, girl at the game, and her Twitter handle is at GF Star. And then we have Patrick Gordon coming on. Patrick is going to talk to me about the Hall of Fame vote that's taking place this weekend, as I mentioned before. And Dick Allen specifically, whether he gets in or not, we're going to be talking about that. And we're talking about the Phillies. And then finally, last guest of 2021, Peter Golembach and I were able to reconnect. Peter is going to come on and talk about his book, Valentine, about Bobby Valentine. So that's who we have coming up the last couple shows next Tuesday, the 7th, and next, the 14th. And I'm going to make an executive decision right now because I am fully charged. I'm going to go bring my computer up to Sam's table and have him and talk to Sam and Don, his grandson. So we're going to follow me as I walk to see Sam. As I'm walking through the lodge hall, we're walking through the tables, the hallways. You can see people behind me. And I'm walking up to the table right now. And Sam has got some people sitting at his table. Talk to him. There he is, folks. The man of the hour, Sam Allen.
All right.
Sam's going to do some business here.
Yeah. Look,
And he's going to take some pictures, and we'll get to talk to you in just a few minutes. Absolutely. This is Don. Don is Sam's grandson. Don is a treasure in that he is basically representing Kansas City Monarchs, and he takes Sam where Sam needs to go. So you drove down from Virginia Beach,
Yes, sir.
yesterday, and got in last night. I missed your Facebook message because I was with my brother-in-law. We were eating dinner.
I told my granddad I should have brought my rods if I didn't know the weather was going to be this nice.
Yeah, really. I know, really. Oh, go. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Don's going to get a picture with Sam and a customer of Sam's right there. All right. There he is right there. Sam played the Negro Leagues for the Kansas City Monarchs. Getting some pictures taken. No, go right ahead. You're good. I just want people to see who you are. Sam, you better smile. That's great.
My grandsons.
Yep. Sam is a terrific man. He is just so giving and learning about the Negro Leagues. It's just amazing history. Amazing history. Good job. More pictures being taken of Sam there. Very popular here at the card show in Wilmington, North Carolina. There aren't many Negro Leagues players living, and it's a true honor and a blessing to be able to talk to someone who actually played for the Kansas City Monarchs back in the day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very nice. So this has been exciting for me to be able to be here at the card show. We're going to stay on a little bit after 1 because I really want to get a few minutes with Sam, and then that'll be it for the show. And this will be live, or we are live, absolutely, but we are going to be able to. You'll be able to send this out to folks if you go to @TheBurnMitch, which you can see there on Twitter. You'll be able to see this up there after the show ends. And feel free to quote tweet and tweet it out and get more people to get more invested in the Negro Leagues. You ready to go? All right. Okay. So I'm here with Sam and Don. Hello, fellas. How you doing?
hey, Mitch, how you doing,
It's
man?
good
We're getting
to
ready
see
to burn.
How about say? I got to go between you.
That's it. You sure? All right. So I am here with my buddy Sam. Sam, it is an honor again and a pleasure to meet you. I'm so happy that you're here.
Always.
Oh my gosh.
Man, the last time I saw you were in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania.
Valley Forge, but you were also, remember, last year at the Black History Month Assembly on Zoom, correct. And that was the kids. I got the best feedback from that assembly than they've ever had since they were doing the Black History Month. So they really appreciated you being there. They really loved you, hearing you. It was such an honor to have you. So Sam, tell folks about what you did in the Negro Leagues, who you played. I know Sam has a great story about hitting the ball. You told me about what was it? There were several stories that you told me about hitting. You got that you were able to mash the ball when people didn't think you could, or something like that. I forget which one it was.
Getting ready to mash the ball.
Well, you hit the ball really well, right? And
I could hit. I hit quite a few home runs.
And who did you hit against? That people might know.
If people would know.
They don't know.
I played against Satchel.
Satchel?
But I didn't do it. That was the day that I didn't do a lot of hitting. Nobody.
Not many people did.
No. That's right.
No.
And then that was in the 60s.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
So he was an old man. Satchel played after I played.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
My last year was 59. I went to service. The Satchel, they went to Canada and played up until 63.
Right. Yeah. And you were with the Monarchs for how many years?
I was 1 year with the Monarchs and I was with the Raleigh Tigers. Yeah, matter of fact, I played here in Camp Lejeune in 1957.
Okay.
Yeah, I was with the Raleigh Tigers. We played Camp Lejeune.
Okay. Was Camp Lejeune, was that a barnstorming or was that your regular?
Yeah, well, we had a day off, so we played.
Oh, it had a day off. Okay. Yeah. By the way, I had to represent. You see my shirt?
Yeah, I saw that.
This is for you, fella.
Yeah, I see that.
And for everybody else. People don't know. I mean, that's.
Yeah, that's all.
When I went to the museum and did my show there.
That was greatness. Yeah.
Yes, I had to make sure that I represented where I was living, and this is a great hat. I love it.
Right.
So, Sam, we have a vote tomorrow that is important in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Several Negro Leagues players are up for nomination. Get in. Give me your thoughts about that. What have you been thinking about that as this vote's been coming up?
No, I really.
So if you're labeled this as different, I would just pay $10 for
that. I'm hoping that Buck gets in,
Yes, Buck, absolutely.
Because Buck was the ambassador for the Negro League.
Yes,
he was a spokesman.
Yes.
Because by him being one of the coaches and the scouts early, then he coached the Chicago Cubs, too,
right.
And a lot of those guys, Banks, Baker, Kirk Roberts, and most of those guys were responsible for going to the majors.
Right.
So I think they deserve to be into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
But I don't know. For the last years, they haven't been nominated players for the Negro League.
But you have a bunch this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Buck. I'm connected with the Donaldson Network and John Donaldson.
John Donaldson, Donaldson,
Right. So
there's so many great ball players that should be in this, not in, and a lot of those guys.
Josh Gibson.
Yeah. But Josh is in.
Oh, Josh is in. That's right. Josh is in. Yeah, that's right. So tell a little bit about what it was like when you played. What really stands out for you about playing in the Negro League?
When I played, it was an opportunity because minor league teams, the major league teams, a lot of players cut because you had cities, especially down south, where they wouldn't have, they had come black players, you had 2 players,
It's just like
no more than 3. So you had a lot of great black ball players doing that back in the early 50s, 60s, and didn't have a place to play.
Right.
But the Negro League were a place to play, and it was a summer job, and we enjoyed it. Travel, you didn't get a lot of money, but you got $1 million worth of travel.
Right.
You travel almost up and down the coast, all through the Midwest, and met a lot of people that are still, a few of us are still left.
Right. There aren't that many
Most
left.
most of them are going on.
Yeah.
The great
So-
beyond. Yeah.
And you know, we've talked about, and Bob Kendrick and I talked about, you know, it wasn't about when you were playing, you weren't making history. You didn't know you were making history, right? You just wanted to play ball.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was the key.
That was it.
But now the importance of the fact that you are one of the only living players to represent a group that was so influential and so meaningful to so many people, that has got to mean something to
In
you.
that time. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm blessed. That's what I've been, you know, lived this long. I've been through the things I've been through, you know, down that road.
And you're talking about racism.
Yeah, well,
The bad
racism was a part of it. And then the change in the times, too. See, now, not only racism killed the Negro League, but
Right.
the times changed. See, changing the times in television. Television was the monster that really killed Major League, Negro Leagues, the minor leagues. They had to regroup, you know, because people could stay home and watch New York Yankees.
Right.
And they wouldn't go out to see the minor league players.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that, yeah, and you know what, that's an interesting point because that's really not brought up that much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Right.
Plus, I remember in my neighborhood, not my neighborhood, but my area was Portsmouth. And this guy named Frank Lawrence, he was a banker. He owned the Portsmouth Merrimack. Matter of fact, that was the last team that Buck O'Neill played with in Buck Leonard.
Buck Leonard,
played
okay.
with 1953. But he had a suit in against the Major League Baseball for invading his territory.
Oh, really?
The Yankees started bringing the games on the radio into the Portsmouth area, entire water area. But the suit never came up.
Oh, is that right?
No,
Never came up. Probably didn't have the money to do it. Probably,
you know,
something like
fighting
that.
baseball.
You can't, yeah, right. Even now, right? It's a problem. What's you're playing when you were playing? Kind of a couple of memories about games you actually played in and what you did and how fun that was.
1959 in Yankee Stadium. I was with the Monarchs in 1957. I led the league in run scored, so I know in 58 I was going to have a job. But what happened? The Monarchs sent me to Raleigh. See, and they had.
They used to call you Ice. They used to call you Ice.
So, but I played against the Monarchs in Yankee Stadium in 1959. And I hit a triple out by the monument.
By Monuments.
Old
Okay.
Yankee Stadium.
Uh-huh.
And we won 1-0. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's an awesome one right there. Huh?
Oh yeah.
And you remember that? Don't
Yeah, I
you?
remember that.
That's just amazing. And give me one more. Give me another one.
Well, I played. When I stole home.
You stole home? Yeah.
I stole home. Yeah. And, when we won the ball game. Then I remember once we were playing in Greenwood, Mississippi.
Okay.
I come in to make a shoestring catch, and the ball ended up rolling to the fence, and we lost the game. I remember that.
That's happened.
That stands out.
That stands out. Yeah. Sometimes those negative things stand out.
The guys wouldn't speak to me for about a couple of days.
Oh man, shoestring. Come on. I mean, yeah, those are tough. I played the outfield.
Yeah.
So what did you play? What position?
I was an outfield.
Yep, you and me both. I know why you like this guy.
Yeah.
Outfielder. Which outfield?
We played
Any position? Okay.
Center field.
Yeah.
Right field.
Right.
Left field. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what size bat? Do you know? Remember the size bat?
Yeah, I used 31 ounce bag.
That's like
33.
Oh my gosh.
33.
That's what I use.
31.
31.
Light.
Yes.
Light, yeah, light.
That's what I use.
Yeah, light.
So yeah, that's see, we have more in common than we thought,
Yeah.
Don. That's great. One more thing I was going to ask you, and I forgot it. It went right over my head. All right, so Sam has, it isn't. Sam was in Philadelphia. Sam will be hopefully doing more shows as COVID. Even though these are some autograph cards you can get, and I have one of these. A lot of posters. I think I'm going to get that one right there. Because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is 1950.
That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That's
Look at
Champ
this.
15.
That's awesome. I will get that for sure.
Yeah.
I'll sign it in a little bit. Folks, I can't tell you how honored it is for me to be able to call this man my friend. As a baseball fanatic, as someone who's just over the past 3 years learned about the Negro Leagues and how important it has been for this country and for these guys to be able to have been able to play and what they went through to be able to play. Just amazing. And look at this guy. I think he could still play. I was going to tell you, I forgot to ask Don if you had a glove in the car.
No.
Oh, you should have. Next time, because it's a great day, right?
Yeah.
I would have brought my glove. How cool would that have been to have a catch?
Bat, not the glove.
Dude, I was going to make, you got to bring a glove next time. Next time, we have to have a catch, dude.
Yeah.
You and I have to have a catch. How awesome would that be?
That definitely be dope.
And even, I should have still brought it, and you could have just thrown it to me.
But you know what I do?
What?
I threw out the first pitch for my high school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but guess what I did?
What?
I took a page out of books.
Yeah.
I wind up.
Yeah.
Did like that, and I walked to the catcher. Dropped it in the catcher.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great. Oh my gosh. Listen, this has been, like I said, truly a blessing for me to be able to see Sam and to be able to talk with him again. This time on camera with me together.
All right.
We have another announcement, so we're going to sign off with Sam here. Sam, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Awesome. I'll come by. And I'll come by in a few minutes to say bye because I got to get going.
Okay.
All right, folks. That's been Sam Allen. Yeah, and I'll come back and get it. Don, thank you, sir. I'll be back in a few minutes. So,
Winning ticket number
more people at the show.
82080.
Lots of stuff going on. Still more people coming in with food. Here's a collection of stuff. Oh my gosh, look at this collection. See, it's not all about sports, folks. It's all about collectibles. Strawberry shortcakes. Look at that. Books. Snoopy. Oh my gosh. And here's some Marvel Legends. And we got comics over here. Here is a big display of cards and boxes.
060.
I'm having fun. This is fun.
Winning number, we're looking for 823.
WrestleMania. We got comics over here. And here we got some more comics on this side. More comics over here. Supplies. Football and basketball. Look at this stuff. This is awesome. Some awesome stuff. Here's a guy I like baseball. There we go. These are my era. We are on live on my Sports Talk radio show. Let me see. There's Lou Brock, a good Noli, an Acuna, some Pokemon, a Zion card. Oh my gosh. Here's an autograph. Cody Martin from the Hornets. Nice stuff here. Here's our buddies. Here they are. Transparent. Here they are doing their work. Here we are. Yes, I'm still on. Here's my Funko Pop people. Abby's there. Thank you, Abby, for coming on. Appreciate it. Doing some more, walking around to see some more people doing their stuff. We are live here jersey. Oh my gosh, these are $1 each. I might have to come back.
Please do.
You take credit cards?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't. I take PayPal. Though. That works. I like
I don't have much in my PayPal. I'm gonna have to come by. This is
I take laptops.
No, I need this. I can't give this one up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody's ahead.
Marcus
I know.
Cousins.
I mean, $1. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. This is awesome. More baseball, more boxes, individual cards. This is just a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, $1 boxes. $1 boxes. Oh, I don't think I have enough time to come through and go through all these because I have to leave soon. Look at all these. Look at all this. Say hi, guys. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
What do you guys represent? What are you with? A company or yourself?
Not myself, but if I were to say I was anybody, we call ourselves S&D Collectibles 2.0. I got that name because growing up, my dad had a baseball card shop in
Oh, he did?
in
Nice.
Jacksonville, North Carolina. It was called
Okay.
S&D Collectibles. So I just go by that name just to honor my dad.
Nice.
And his old card shop. And,
Very nice.
I bring my son out here. Avery, come here. Say hello. This is my son, Avery. He comes to the card shows with
Avery,
me.
you collecting cards and stuff?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite thing to collect?
Probably baseball or football.
Nice. Baseball is my kind too. Awesome. Keeping the kids in the hobby, which is awesome.
I got, that's funny you mentioned that because I always put together packs with, just stuff for them to open.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm almost out. I had about 20 of these, 20
So,
or 30 of
a lot
these,
of kids.
And I've been handing them out today.
It's the way to build the
if,
hobby.
If kids don't, that's the future of the hobby.
It is.
I was coming to, when I got back into this, I'd come to card shows and I always noticed, I said, where's the kids? So I would bring my son and some of his friends to shows, and I'm starting to see more kids, which is a good thing.
Good.
I always try to encourage kids by handing out.
Beautiful. You are on 12 Out Sports Network. I do a radio show every Tuesday.
Okay.
I talked to Tom. We're here. This is exciting for me. I'm going to try and do some more as we go forward. But I'll get you some more information because I'm a huge Twitter community, right? On sports cards, and it's a great thing.
Please do. Yeah,
Thank you.
I love watching.
Thank you. Thank you. And here's some more folks with their setup here. Hi guys, how you doing? How's everything going? Don't hide your face. All right, I'm okay. Fine. And here we go. We got some more. What do we got here, guys?
How's it going?
Good. You're on a 12 Ounce Sports Network.
Okay.
Internet station. I'm doing my show from here, just about to close it out, and I wanted to just walk around and see stuff. What do we got here?
We got a bunch of. Well, that's a giveaway over there.
Who was that signed it?
That's Mel Renfro.
Oh, good. That's my era. You guys know who that is?
Yeah, we do. He does.
All right.
We got a bunch of some good basketball things going on.
Nice autographs.
Kobe's, Trey, Steph Curry,
Woo-hoo.
Giannis, all the big boys.
Nice.
And then a little bit of collectibles.
Some
mixed in as well.
Funkos,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Funkos are being popular. I just talked to the folks over there a little while ago.
That's right.
About the popularity of Funkos. That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
So we got a little bit of some different stuff. A little
Nice,
bit of
guys.
Pokemon and some other stuff thrown in.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of this stuff. I have to finish because I'm going to the beach soon. My wife, if I don't get home when she comes to pick me up, I'm in deep trouble.
Well, you better listen there, man.
I'm going to do that. Thanks, guys. Pardon? No, she's not. What do we got here? Oh, my gosh. Oh, hold me. Look at all this cool Pokemon card. All right, this is the Pokemon. Nice. I'm doing a live stream on 12 Ounce Sports Network here at the show. And I'm just walking around because I'm getting ready to go. And I want to see as many people as I could and all their stuff. So this is really pretty cool. Lots of boxes, lots of unopened. And oh, here we go. Got some baseball stuff. That's my go-to right there. That's a nice Raleigh right there. Oh, Blaze Jordan. He's going to be a player.
He's a player.
Yep, he is. Nice one right there. All right. Trout, yep. Shohei. Very nice. Oh, Jazz too. Yep. All right, guys.
I like that guy. He is so fast.
Is he fast, really?
Always
Yeah.
fast.
I don't know if I got to see him much last season.
Oh, he's quick.
He's quick.
Blue
The
hair.
Phillies are going to be in trouble with him if he gets on base.
Yes.
All right, guys, thanks for letting me stop by. All right, folks, we're going to end this. It's 1:10. I've got to get going and go see Sam and get my here's some more. What do we got?
All kinds of Panthers.
A lot of Panthers. I went to the Eagles game when they were up there.
Oh, did you?
Earlier this year in October. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Nice stadium. Nice stadium.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Eagles fans. It was awesome. All right. So thank you for letting me chuckle. There's a Dalvin Cook one. Nice rated rookie. Nice. Nice. Oh, there's Jalen. There's a Jalen and the Jalen. Jalen Hurts, Jalen Rager. There you go. That's it, Philly Eagles fans. That's for you. All right. Very good. Abby, thank you again. Appreciate it. All right, folks. I'm going to be signing off. I thank you for being here with me. This was a blast. And like I said, this will go live again as soon as this is over pretty much. And we will quote tweet this out so people can take a look. I'll see you Tuesday evening with my guests, 6:30 Eastern Time, 12 on Sports Network. This is the Burn with Mitch signing off. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.